Welcome to Knowledge channel. Today in this video we will be looking into the continuation of the previous series of videos. That is, we were discussing about Six Sigma topics. In that, we were discussing about minimizing the medication errors in acute care facilities using Six Sigma. And actually, we have discussed the previous videos in detail. So, if you have not watched the above videos, that is part 1, part 2 and part 3, please have a look into it and come back to this video for clear understanding. So, let us move into today's topic. So, to have a small quick recap of what we have covered in the past videos. So, as we know, just I want to introduce about what is Six Sigma, what is its needs, applications, and what is the discussion is all about related to the ED crisis and what are the challenges, everything we will be discussing. And then slowly I will be moving into the topic. So, to have a small introduction, you know that the Six Sigma is nothing but it is a quality control tool, is it right? So, it is a quality control tool and it is driven by the data driven philosophy, and it is used by world's largest organizations to achieve a near perfection. So, to achieve a near perfection, in almost all the world's largest organizations are using this Six Sigma concept. And actually, the need for Six Sigma, okay, the primary goal of this Six Sigma is to reach a level of quality where a process produces no more than 3.4 DPMO. What is the DPMO? So, we have discussed what is DPMO in previous sessions. So, hope you are all aware of that. DPMO is nothing but defects per million opportunities. So, the main objective, see why we are implementing the Six Sigma into various organizations is to minimize the variation. So, why we want to minimize the variation? Because it ensures that every product or service is consistent in reducing the surprises for the customer. And the second one is to increase the profitability. And the third one is for example, it improves the decision making capability. The last one is customer loyalty, because you know that the high quality always directly correlates with the higher customer satisfaction. Is it right? And retention is very, very important. So, customer loyalty plays a very vital role in customer satisfaction and retention. It's a very important thing. And where this Six Sigma is used, in many industries they are using, is that right? So, it is used in technology based industries, it is used in finance based industries, it is used in healthcare industries, and it is also used in automobile industries, manufacturing industries, and also it is used in consumer goods based industries. So, to name a few, I will just name, like, you know, it is used in Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Google, Intel, Samsung, then Toyota, Caterpillar, etc. Okay, I just don't want to stop with this. Many industries are, almost all the MNC companies have implemented the Six Sigma concept. Okay, so let us go into today's topic. Okay, and in later part of this video, I will be giving you about what are the different types of Six Sigma certifications. Okay, because there are different types of certifications like white belt, yellow belt, green belt, etc. Okay, so we will be having a small discussion related with that, which will be very helpful for you. And also we'll be discussing about what are the different job opportunities for this certified professionals, and how it impacts your salary as well. We will be discussing. So this is what the discussion is all about in this particular video. And let us go into today's discussion. So as you know that we were discussing earlier, we were discussing about the that is Six Sigma. What is meant by the Six Sigma? It is meant by it follows a DMAIC. Clear? So this DMAIC architecture. That is, what is D? D stands for define, M stands for measure, A stands for analyze, I stands for improve, and fifth one, that is C stands for control. That is DMAIC, DMAIC architecture. So this is a very important terminology which is coined in the Six Sigma subject. Is it right? So we have discussed about many things related to this DMAIC in the previous videos related with this particular topic. So we have discussed about what are the critical challenges of the medical safety, and then we entered into the DMAIC. So this is where we stopped. And also in DMAIC, already we have discussed about how to determine the 5 rights and quantifying the digital latency, as well as we have discussed about mapping the error chain, and finally also we have discussed about implementing the safety barrier. So these are the discussions we have already discussed, and now in this video we will be discussing about the sustaining high reliability standards. So how we are going to sustain the high reliability standards. So here you know that what is this sustaining high reliability standards in DMAIC architecture? Where it stands is actually it is in control phase, is it right? So this sustaining high reliability standards is nothing but the control phase, whereas in earlier we were discussing about the improve phase where we are implementing the safety barriers, is it right? So now we are in the last part of the DMAIC architecture, that is control phase. So that is the sustaining high reliability standards. So the control phase is actually the vital thing actually, because for ensuring that new safety protocol do not degrade over the time. It's a very important thing. Is that right? So next is that is the statistical process control, which is in short it is called as SPC charts. Okay, the statistical process control, which is called as the SPC charts, are used to monitor the medication error rates continuously. So continuously it is going to monitor the medication errors. See, for example, if the data shows a trend moving towards the upper control limit, an immediate investigation is triggered. See, actually, and also I will just say that regular audits and refresher training sessions will also ensure that the staff remains compliant with the new safer standard operating procedures, that is, which is called as SOPs. Okay, so this is the control phase actually. So we have discussed about the control phase, that is sustaining high reliability standards. Okay, so the control phase is a very vital thing, and you know because it ensures the new safety protocols which do not degrade over the time. So the SPC charts which are used to monitor the medication errors rates continuously. For example, if the data shows a trend moving towards upward control, immediately an investigation is triggered. So this is how the process is going on in this particular concept. Okay, so again we'll move on with the need for Six Sigma. So we have discussed about as a small introduction I have given in previous things, but as I've already told that we will be continuing in the later part of a little bit detail. So we have discussed what is the need for, because the need for Six Sigma is to reach a level of quality where a process produces no more than 3.4 DPMO, which is DPMO is called as a defects per million opportunities. So this particular Six Sigma is going to minimize the variation, increase the profitability, and it improves the decision making, as well as it improves the customer loyalty. So we have discussed about in which all industries it has been used. So now we'll move on to the certifications. So already we have discussed about this, but I have given a small intro of that. But now we will slightly a small elaborate things we will discuss. So in Six Sigma there are different types actually, like you know the first one is white belt, the second one is yellow belt, the third one is green belt, and fourth one is black belt, and finally you got this MBB, which is called as a master black belt. So this is the final stage. So totally 5 things are there. Okay, so 5 belts are there, or 5 stages are there. So initially you will be starting with the white belt. So because in white belt you will be just giving the foundational awareness and basic terminologies will be discussed, but there will not be any projects and other things. So then we'll move on with the yellow belt. So in case of the yellow belt, this participates as a project team member. Okay, so the participate as a project team member, and you will be supporting the green and black belts with some data collection and other things. So then we'll be moving on to the green belt. So you will be leading smaller and departmental projects. So about 25% of the time on LSS initiatives will be there. And the next one is black belt. So you will be taken as a full-time change agents. So this is the black belt actually. So they lead actually the complex and cross-functional projects, as well as they mentor the green belts actually. So finally, black, that is master black belt, which is in short is called as MBB. So this is the highest level in the Six Sigma concept. So they act as a strategic consultants, train the black belts, and manage the organization's entire LSS portfolio. So you know that this is a very important thing you want to understand in order to go into the Six Sigma concepts. So the job opportunities, you have a lot of job opportunities. Nowadays you have because if you have a quality stamp that you have a Six Sigma certification, so it will lead to nearly about around, I think around from 20% salary increase are there. So maybe you will be taken as a continuous improvement manager or operation manager. So you will be also taken as a quality assurance manager, and you will be ensuring that the product meet the strict regulatory and customer standards. And also you can go based on your experience, you can go as a project manager or process consultant, or even you can be hired as a data scientist, where you will be utilizing the statistical side of the Six Sigma to drive the business intelligence. So this is all about today's discussion. I hope you all really understood the discussion, and thank you very much for your patient listening. And we will see in the forthcoming sessions the next part of the videos, that is part 5 and part 6. Thank you. And if you really like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you have any doubts, you can just comment. And if you really feel that this particular video will be useful to someone, please share it, as well as do subscribe to this channel, which will motivate me in putting such videos in the near future. Thank you.